Hey. Hello everyone, hopefully you're seeing what I'm seeing. I kind of need a better focus to this, but it is kind of impossible at this point. So we have here Jupiter on my camera's view with Europa right here. This is its shadow. Also Ganymede is around here. And this is Io just coming out of behind Jupiter's shadow. Pretty amazing. I honestly didn't think I could image this, because as you can see here there are so many clouds, but I still tried, and it's totally worth it even if there's gonna be only just a few frames. Let me try to yeah, I'm gonna set this aside. There's kind of a problem here with this window. Sorry. So what do you think? I think I have about maybe 10 minutes before Jupiter, as you can see here, is about to go behind my shed there. And also all these clouds are coming in. Should I try to focus it better just for a few frames? We have about 24 frames. Yeah, that didn't do any good. Right, so I think I'm gonna try to focus it a little better just when it finishes recording. It's doing another set of images. Yeah, okay, it's finished. So yeah, focusing on an SCT moves the mirror, so that's why you can see Jupiter moving all around when I try to focus, but I don't think this has helped. So let's go to the other direction. I think it even made it worse. So I'm just gonna let it finish this session, and then I'm gonna try the other side. I think this is really the limitations of the atmosphere today. Yeah. Atmosphere here is very turbulent. But yeah, it's because of these clouds. I mean, there's no way around it. Clouds is moisture, and moisture meaning distortions. Oops. So a lot of ask me about the why my scope is covered with the silver wrapping. So there are two reasons actually. One is to keep it cool when I'm in the desert and I'm between nights. So the scope is sitting there in the sun, and I want to make it as cool as possible. I don't want it to heat up too much. Not because I'm scared about the equipment itself, but because then I will have to wait until it cools down after the sun is set before I could start imaging. And if it was in direct sunlight, that would take forever. So that's the first thing, first reason. And the second reason is because sometimes I'm imaging during the day. I use this scope for my solar imaging too, and you won't believe the temperature it gets inside of it. Just the other day, I was capturing the sun, and my camera sensor got to about 60 degrees Celsius, which is incredibly high for a camera sensor. Almost burned it. Yeah, so that's why it's wrapped in this like aluminum foil. Um, Sorry, let me see if there's any questions. Hi, Manishma. Yeah, for some reason YouTube doesn't push my videos, my live videos, as it used to. I used to get 1,000 views, and now it's just a few. But maybe it's because I'm doing this on the go and not planning ahead and sharing the video. So if you could share this video, that'd be awesome. But that's okay if you don't. I'll try to share it here on my Twitter account. Yeah, maybe here as well. Yeah, right. So maybe if you guys will join, maybe don't, maybe they don't. That's okay. I'm just like I'm sharing this because I want other people to be amazed as I am by this occasion. So let me take you to WinJupus, which is a simulation of what's going on right now. Let me just open it in parallel. I'll try actually. Not promising that I'll succeed. Let me see. Okay, yeah. So this is in real time. The simulation of what we are seeing here, but you should take into consideration that this is a mirrored image because my scope is upside down. So not a mirrored image, but an upside down image. So meaning this should be on the other side, like here. So this is Moon Io. Yeah, this is Moon Io, which is this this blur here, and then we have Europa, which is this one, and it's about here, and this is Europa's shadow, which is here, and also Ganymede, which is around here. It's a bit hard to tell because it's right in front of Jupiter. So, but if we go forward in time, we can see, and this is what I'm waiting for the shadow of Ganymede, because it's huge and it's gonna look very awesome. Okay, there are some clouds now. Let me see. Yeah, you can see the clouds blocking Jupiter right now. Yeah, that's a shame, but there's no way around it. I was actually planning on driving near Jerusalem and imaging from there, but I didn't make it from my job in time, so unfortunately, this is what we have. All right, let's also share it on Facebook. So in between frames I can click this button and do the debar, and we can see the colors, but when it captures it turns it into black and white, just so the frame rate will be higher. Yeah, here that when it turns gray, black and white, it means that it's now capturing images. So it's gonna take 1,000 frames at 48 FPS, so meaning a couple of seconds actually. I'm doing this high frame rate so there won't be any smearing, because these things move very fast. I mean, in just a few frames you can see Ganymede popping out into Jupiter, and that was pretty amazing. Alright, let's go back here. Yeah, post also to the flat earth community. They don't believe that I'm capturing these images myself, so it's kind of fun to see their reaction, but they usually don't join, so that's kind of I'm not sure if they don't join on purpose or what. I'm sure that as soon as anybody from the flat earth community will join, there's gonna be lots of clouds. Right, I did my part, so now it's up to you, YouTube. Let's see what's going on with these clouds. Okay, yeah, pretty messy. Hopefully it's gonna clear up better sooner than later. But there's now this big cloud over here, and after that it's gonna be clear for a while. So I'm trying to compensate with the gain. I don't want to do longer exposures because that's gonna change the final result. So what I'm doing is I'm compensating with the gain, just to keep the tracking going. Because if the tracking will lose Jupiter, then it's game over. Alright. I think we're almost in the clear. Oh, look at that, that's an airplane. See these lights moving. Alright. So if you have any questions, then write them down here in the comments and I'll try to answer. be let me see if I was blocked or not. Oh, I wasn't. That's cool. Usually they block me very fast. Hopefully you hear me well because I'm not using my regular microphone. Hopefully you hear me. It's just a cheap PC microphone, so sorry about that, but I didn't really plan on doing this. It's kind of a last minute decision. Too bad I can't put the comments on this window. Alright. So we can try to process an image out of these all these videos. This one is one that I've tried to process before, just before I started the broadcast. And you can see Ganymede here, and this is just when I was starting to get out of Jupiter's shadow. I can try to do another one. So let me just fight these clouds. Yeah, alright. Come on. This small cloud is right on spot. Right. So try to process one of those good ones. All right. So just a quick stack, and then a bit sharpening. Yeah, all right. We're starting to see the red storm over here. And Ganymede is right on top of it. Oh, that's too much. This is gonna make a really cool video, but even though the conditions aren't that good, it's still gonna look pretty cool. one big cloud coming. Hopefully it's gonna go right below Jupiter, but if not, then we might lose the tracking here. Let's see what's gonna happen. I think it's gonna, yeah, it's gonna cover it, unfortunately. I didn't even turn my fan here because the weather is pretty cool outside. Okay, if this is gonna pass below Jupiter, then we have some clear skies over here. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, I'm sorry. I can raise the volume here. How about now? I think it's gonna create a lot of noise if I go too far, so I'm trying to like find a sweet spot. Alright, and there's Jupiter going away. Come back, Jupy. Okay, one more cloud to go. And now we're in the clear. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. So the problem is that I live near the ocean, and yeah, especially in the summer, it's like you know, weeks over weeks of moisture and clouds. Okay, now we lost it completely. Hopefully the tracking mount won't lose it. Can still see it, so yeah, okay. I mean, the problem is not losing the tracking for a second. The problem is that when you lose tracking, then this software tries to correct the position, and sometimes it just, you know, follows some dead pixel or some ghost in the camera, and that's, you know, just taking it away from where Jupiter is, and then it's completely gone. So that's why I keep compensating for the darkness of the, you know, the clouds create, just to keep the this the software, just to keep it, you know, keep it tracking something that is trackable. All right, almost clear. Well, what was that? I think I saw something really fast, maybe a meteor. Did you see that? I mean, I wasn't looking here, but I just saw this line here. Very weird. I think it was a meteor. Too bad I don't keep those frames. Come on. Give us some break. So it's already past meridian flip, but it looks like it's gonna go behind this shed, but there are a couple hours left. From here it looks like it's very, you know, very close to it, but the actual axis is something like this, so, and it's gonna go to the left of it. So I'm more worried about the clouds than you know, this thing. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen if I don't do anything, because I want to see if I can leave this thing and, you know, like go to bed or something. It is getting a bit late. Let's do another stack. Let's see if we can see if we can better see the red storm. All right. By the way, you can see here by this graph that, you know, the visibility sometimes is better, sometimes is lower. It depends on if there are clouds or something else. But the fact that there are a lot of good frames and a lot of bad frames, meaning that, you know, visibility is changing drastically over time. Alright, so now I have here this new frame. Oh, I forgot to, yeah, okay. So let's try to process this new frame. So yeah, it is getting closer. It's going to this side. We'll try to sharpen it just a bit more, you know, without ruining the image. Yeah. By the way, if you aren't familiar with this software, so what this does is it's stacking the best frames. So first thing it does is sorting the frames by quality. So you can see that these first frames are way sharper than these last frames. This one looks completely blurred, and these ones look a bit better. So it's sorting them by quality, and then you can tell it to stack the best 30% or 20% or whatever. Yeah, I think I think this is about to be over. I mean, it's gonna be a game over for this session. I'm still gonna leave it up until dawn, just to see if it manages to keep the position right. But yeah, I don't expect it to be, you know, high quality video like the other ones. But it still is a very special occasion. I think it's gonna come up pretty cool. There are already 60 videos, meaning 60 frames for the final video. I can already start stacking them in the background just to save some time. I'm gonna do 25%. Final moments. Soon these clouds are gonna cover Jupiter completely, and I'll go to bed. Hey man, what's up? Thanks. Yeah, the problem is this. The party is about to be over, but I did manage to get about 63 videos for this session. So hopefully something will come out of this. Not sure what, but I think oh look, there's another airplane. Oh, you have clouds too. Yeah, that's really shame. Yeah. So I've been having clouds here for I think the last 3 months. Just a few clear days, and I managed to get some videos of the sun. I did one today. I didn't even manage to. I didn't even had the chance to post it, but it came out pretty good. It was also between clouds, so it was. Let me see where it is. Yeah, this one. So it, yeah, pretty crazy stuff, but as you can see, it's very blurry. I mean, just imagine how this would look with the right conditions. Yeah, by the way, you see that it gets darker at the middle, and essentially it's not darker, it's brighter, because this is inverted. And the reason it got there is because the scope got heated too much. It was around 60 degrees, and the filter didn't you know, got out of tune because of that. And then I just put my fan here Just turn it on and put it right over the filter, and got things back into normal. But almost burned my camera. So this is the not inverted one, this is the regular one. There are like mini flares coming from this spot. Yeah, I mean, I even thought about getting a bigger one myself, a bigger one than the 8-inch, but the problem is that you would need, you know, an even better conditions to get sharp images, and it's very rare near the ocean, especially. So there are few frames at the beginning that are very sharp, but then just goes to hell. I think I have an image. Yeah, this is just one image. Yeah, so the first few looked pretty good, but then there we go. Party over. So the reason I went to shoot Jupiter today is because I saw this thing. I mean, this is something that doesn't happen a lot. Like, look, there are 3 moons together, and 2 of them eclipsing Jupiter. So this is Europa, this is Ganymede, and here is Io just coming out of Jupiter's shadow. So we are about here. So what I'm waiting for, or at least hoping to, yeah, maybe after this cloud, is I'm waiting for Ganymede's shadow. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Yeah, the problem is I think that when Jupiter gets completely blocked by the clouds, it's gonna go out of sync with the position here. Yeah, that's fire capture. It's I think it's the best one for planetary imaging, especially if you want to do time lapses. Crap. Don't go. So yeah, now it's gonna go crazy trying to figure out where Jupiter is. Hopefully it won't do anything. I mean, if it won't try to move the mount to correct its position, then after this cloud is gone, it might be, you know, still in this frame and recover from this. That's a huge cloud. Oh yeah, there he goes. Starting to to do some crazy stuff. Right. I think I'm gonna call it a night, and it was fun. Thanks for everyone who joined, and yeah, that's it for tonight. Hopefully, something will come out of this. Bye, guys. Have a great day.